Forever could never be long enough for me to feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, and you're beautiful. Now that the wait is over, and love has finally showed her my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will.
You may be seated. Just trying to get it down in the right spot. What a beautiful day. Blessed are you who come here in the name of the Holy One. We rejoice that Marissa and Caleb joined the marriage in the presence of God and earth. Migadol Kol, Migadol Kol, Migadol Kol, In this union, the sacred work of creation goes on. God joined man and woman, planting within them divine likeness. May the union of Caleb and Marissa animate the divine in each of them, and may each help the other to grow in God's likeness. The reading that they've chosen from the words of Wilfred Arlen Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other and not in attitude or duty of sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation, demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in the other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. Jewish tradition, wine, fruit of the vine lifts the heart in celebration, as it does in all cultures. So I offer this cup of wine in which you two will share. It will be the first act of your marriage in which you will be given something, but before you partake, you give it to your partner. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Holy One, the blessing, your presence fills creation as you bring forth the fruit of the vine. So I'd like you to grab hold of each other's hands. And Caleb, I want you to repeat after me. I, Caleb, take you, not me, but you, Marissa, to be my wife. I promise to love without condition, to comfort you in times of hardship, and always encourage you to achieve your goals. I vow to grow with you throughout life, to be patient, honest, and loyal as your best friend and as your partner.
I, Marissa,
take you,
Caleb,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to love you without condition, to comfort you in times of hardship, and to always encourage you to achieve your goals. I I vow to grow
I vow to grow
with you
with you
through life,
through
patient,
life, be patient,
honest,
honest,
and loyal,
and loyal,
and best friend
and best friend
as your partner.
as your partner.
After rings, please. Just as these two rings are holy and unending, it is the wish of every bride and groom that their love be complete and unending. And say to him, I am my beloved's,
I am my beloved's,
and my beloved is mine.
my beloved is mine.
And say to Marissa, I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Before the wedding ceremony, Marissa and Caleb and the witnesses signed their Jewish wedding contract. And two, you'll have a chance to see it later. But I want to share a piece of it with you now. On this day, we pledge to honor our bride in love, to nurture and protect it. Our lives enriched by our unique traditions and faiths. We will embody trust, constancy, and compromise. We will cherish and sustain each other, meeting life's trials with great quiet strength and courage, and embracing life's blessings with wonder, joy, and laughter. We will grow as individuals and delight in an elegant freedom born from mutual respect. May there be peace in our home. May we be blessed with good fortune, health, and happiness. And may our devotion to each other enable us. With my beloved by my side, every day is good to awaken to, and every moment to give. Over the past year or so, since we first met at the 61B Cafe, and your mom and your sister were there to check things out to make sure everything was okay, it's been a wonderful opportunity for us over the course of the last year, whenever you were in town, for us to visit, and then also to use the miraculous technology of FaceTime, so that your dog can be part of, the preparation. Marissa shares these words about Caleb. Neither one knows what the other has said. It may be cliche, but truly the last thing I was expecting when I went to Atlanta 3 summers ago was to meet my future husband. It didn't take long for me to see Caleb was special. As we have grown together, I have realized how extremely lucky I am to have found him. Caleb is a loyal partner, always supportive and steadfast. I will forever be in awe of his work ethic, his passion, his dedication to everything he does. He puts my happiness and the happiness of others before his own. He makes me feel so loved and so appreciated. I am a better person, and Noda is a better pug. Well, this is what Caleb has to say about you. I'm not very good at vocalizing how I feel about Marissa in a coherent manner. I usually try to let my actions rather than my words show how much I love her. That being said, I spent the last week jotting down a quick note whenever something came to me. You hear those notes. I love that I can be my incredibly odd self around her, and she only makes fun of me a little bit. I love the dog she forced me to get, and love her for forcing us to get it. I love that she admits to when she's being butted. Stubborn, let's put the word stubborn in. I love that she believes in me. I love that she cleans up after me and only complains a little. I love how incomprehensibly angry she gets whenever I leave the door slightly open. I love how decisive she is, especially when I struggle with making decisions. She makes me happy. She's cute as a bug. I love sing songs and dance as she makes them. I love that she thinks she is good at accents when she isn't. We fill in each other's gaps, and almost too perfect, we make the best team. I love that she is more proud of my accomplishments than I am. I love that she supports my messy hobbies, that she's the best travel buddy. I love walking in the door and getting a big hug from everybody. She's my best friend, and I can't imagine life without her. Jewish tradition offers 7 blessings for wedding. 7 in Judaism is a perfect round number, a whole number, 7 days of the week. And so I offer these blessings. May you both be generous in giving with each other. May your sense of humor and playful spirit always continue to enliven your relationship. May you always respect the diversity of humankind. May you act with compassion to those less fortunate and with responsibility to the communities of which you are a part. May you appreciate and complement each other's differences. May you always share yourselves openly with friends and family. And may your home be a haven of blessing and peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech In a moment, Caleb will break a glass, symbolic of a separation from their lives as two individuals who met, dated, were together, but now this line of demarcation is a separation because you will be husband and wife. So as you share from a cup, a single cup, so may you, under the Holy One's guidance, share contentment, peace, and fulfillment from the cup of life. May you find life's joys heightened and its bitterness smoothed, and each of its moments hallowed by true companionship and love. Offer these words of blessing. May God bless you and keep you. May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God's presence be with you and give you peace.
Let's hear from bridesmaids and groomsmen. First up, Sarah and Noah. Next up, a big welcome for Bethany and Jacob. Now give it up for Corey and Ricky. Now let's hear for Eve and David. One more time for Becca and Matt. And how about a special welcome for two very important people today, maid of honor Emily Katz and best man Brian Johnson. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, on your feet if you're able to read the stars of our show, let's hear for the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Caleb and Marissa Krause. And now our bride and groom, stepping onto the dance floor for the first time as husband and wife to the tune, The Wonder of You.
When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's the wonder of you.
Marissa and Caleb, everyone, The Wonder of You. Beautifully done. You don't see that every day. Very nice. We'll give them a moment to catch their breath, and then we'll have a few more pre-dinner festivities for you shortly.
Well, first, we would like to thank you, the guests, from California and New Jersey, and California and various flyover states in between. It's you joining us, Brenda and I, Marissa and Caleb, and Michelle and Andy that makes this the celebration that it is. Thank you. Second, the grandparents. Those who are here, Jack and Louise, and those who are here with us in spirit, Jake and Estelle, and Larry and Diane on Marissa's side, and Larry and Mary on Caleb's side. Marissa's grandparents were a huge part of her life. You always wish that there was more time, and they are dearly missed. But we are so grateful for the many years that they had and the many precious moments that they shared. They are part of Marissa, as I'm sure Caleb's grandparents were part of him, and they're part of all of us who knew and loved them. No one would have been happier about this day and for Marissa than Marissa's grandparents would have been. You may have seen the sun breaking through the Pittsburgh clouds today. That was them up above, beaming them down. Whenever you leave here tonight, you may see smiles that stretch from one end of the nighttime sky to the other. That's them showing their joy. For their love and support, for the example that they set for us, the grandparents. I suppose seeing your daughter Red calls for some retrospection. I remember the day Marissa was born, or should I say days. Emily, in her impatience that she showed right from the start, was on her way out even before they could prep Brenda for the epidural. Marissa, on the other hand, dragged it out. Hour by agonizing hour, it went on and on and on. And that's my recollection of it. Brenda's the one who was doing the real work. I remember our first year together in our little house on Hastings Street. It was me and Marissa and a test pattern on the television in the wee hours of the morning. Marissa had her nights and her days reversed. So there I am in the early morning hours trying to vigorously walk her into some state of unconsciousness so I could get an hour or two of sleep before leaving for work the next morning. Every time I thought that I had succeeded and gave my weary arms a rest, her little eyes and mouth would pop open, and she'd let out an ear-splitting shriek that got me back to walking. Little did I then know, hardly could I then imagine that was just the beginning of the Marissa-induced sleepless nights. Those of you who know Brenda will believe that she's been planning this day from the days of Marissa's birth. Many were the days and nights over the years where I'd find myself looking at Brenda and asking, what's taking so long? I suppose I would admit, in spirit of retrospection, that it was well worth the wait. And I also have to admit that I had all the joys of fatherhood. The excitement, the happiness, the love, the awe, and amazement. And again, through the years, I enjoyed all of those emotions. But there were times through the years, see my gray hair? That's not age. I'm going to jump through the years, or go forward past the years of graying hair and talk about Teach for America. Many of you may know Teach for America is where Marissa and Caleb met. Everybody wants to claim credit for that idea. My sister Linda said it was her idea. Brenda claimed it was hers. Marissa said she came to it on her own. Well, I admit that I had nothing to do with the Teach for America decision. Didn't even know that Teach for America had existed until I heard it being discussed. But I would like to think that I played some small role in helping Marissa to make the right decision. Marissa was concerned about where they may send her, and she was hesitant to make the commitment. So I sat her down, I looked her in the eyes, and I said to her, "Look, Marissa, the experience is what counts. And by the way, I don't care where they send you. I don't care how bad it is. No matter how bad it is, it's not going to be as bad as living at home if you don't have a full-time job." Now I'm going to do a half toast for the persuasiveness of cool, calm, softly spoken logic. But to be honest, we were kind of looking forward to the rent we were going to charge. One of my favorite movie lines comes from Shakespeare in Love. And if you know it, and I butchered, I apologize, and obviously I cannot deliver it the same way that Jeffrey Rush delivered it. In the movie, Jeffrey Rush is explaining the theater business to another character. And he describes it basically as being in the perpetual state of imminent disaster. The other character says, "What do we do?" Jeffrey Rush says, "Nothing. Strangely enough, it all works out well." The other character says, "How?" Jeffrey Rush answers, "I don't know. It's all a mystery." Well, maybe it's something of a mystery, but I'll give credit where credit is due. To see the young woman that you are becoming, Marissa, to see the life that you are making for yourself, to hear you talk about your successes and experiences in the classroom and outside the classroom, to see the fruit of your hard work, your enthusiasm, your imagination, frankly, to have a conversation with you that lasts more than 30 seconds so we can hear about those things. To see the beautiful bride that you have become. Well, it's a credit to you, and we could not be proud. And Caleb. It began somewhat inauspiciously. Brenda's first response to Marissa's first text about having met somebody is, "What's a colleague?" But it's only gotten better. We've come to know him and to respect him. To love to see him and Marissa together. And to love him as the son-in-law that he has become. We could not be happy. Last night, we heard a lot of well-spoken, heartfelt words about Caleb. And very positive, very flattering. And to be honest, none of that surprised us. We would have expected nothing less. And I will also say that I was very moved by the lines that Marissa wrote about Caleb during the course of the ceremony. I obviously did not know that they were coming. And again, we could not be happier. And I'm also going to add, so I don't hear about it for the rest of the night, the bridesmaids and Caleb's groomsmen also said many positive, flattering things about Marissa too. I'll summarize, I guess, our feelings about Caleb in this fashion. You may have heard it said that daughters marry their fathers. According to psychology today, that's a common reason for young women to have to seek therapy. I'm happy to say that Marissa's not going to need therapy for that. I believe, and I know for a fact Brenda agrees with me on this because she's been telling me this for the past year. With Caleb, Marissa has found somebody with whom to share her life that is so much better than I am, in so many ways. But, in truth, a father could ask for nothing more than that. And so, to long sleep and dream-filled nights. Wait, we still have Emily, right? Half nights. To the mystery of things turning out well, and the credit where credit is due. To our pride and to our happiness. To Marissa and Caleb, a long and happy and healthy and blessed life. Lasagna.
Thank you, Owen and Brenda. Save a sip or two. We have two more toasts. Have a little encouragement right now for Maid of Honor Emily Katz.
I've known Marissa a lot longer than a lot of you here. My whole life, to be exact. And I was so flattered when she asked me to be her maid of honor. I know that she would say she's always only wanted the best for me. There's this story that's told of us where our uncle was pulling us down the road in a wagon. And we're going down this hill, so we're picking up some speed. All of a sudden, he hears Marissa yelling, "Slow down, you're scaring Emily." So concerned, our uncle turns around, and what he sees is me grinning ear to ear. Apparently, I didn't know how scared I was. And in addition to her concern for me, she was always so happy to share. Like the many times I would take a shirt from her closet and post a picture of myself wearing it online. You couldn't imagine her happy words about how I looked wearing a shirt she thought was still in her closet. Of course, through the years we've had our ups and downs, as all sisters do. But through it all, I've only ever wanted the best for her. So tonight, I look at her, the beautiful bride, and I look at Caleb, and the beautiful groom. And I think that you found something truly wonderful, and I couldn't be happier for you. It's kind of a joke within our family that they had me, so Marissa would have a sibling with whom to share her life. And while she's never stopped blaming my parents for that, I'm so excited that now not only do we have each other, but we have Caleb as a new brother and husband. Marissa and Caleb, I look forward to the years to come and having you to share it with. So cheers to you. May the years ahead be filled with lasting joy.
Cheers. Thank you, Emily. Well done. Now a little more encouragement now for best man Brian Johnson.
I'm Brian, I'm a friend of Caleb's. First, I just want to acknowledge what a beautiful ceremony and reception we had. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Katz for the party that they've thrown for us, for the two people we love, Caleb and Marissa. It's been great. We're excited to have fun tonight. Caleb and I met, we played off the line together in college on the football team at Davidson, and we had met our freshman year, so we spent like countless hours together. We both used to be very large people, and they were less large, and so it's kind of fun to I don't know if a lot of you guys knew Caleb when he was younger, or at least when he was like 18 or whatever, but he was like a real tough guy. He had a nice rough exterior, I guess. And so I met him the first day of my freshman year, and he was like kind of trudging towards our dorm or whatever, and he had a tank top on. He was like really big, like a very wide person, and he just had like such a tough exterior, and I was like, that guy's a little bit scary. But we ended up becoming friends, and he lived in the floor below me, and during preseason camp our freshman year, we'd like walk to practice together and stuff, and we became really good friends. So we went through our freshman year, and Caleb, proceeded to get like 1,000 personal fouls. Like our freshman year, if you don't know football, personal fouls like a big penalty. You got to like hit somebody after the play or something. And I remember very vividly our freshman year we were playing a really close game against like Valparaiso or something. You remember this? And we were in a really close game, and like we threw an interception, and they were running it back like 80 yards for a touchdown, and like all of us are stuck just like, oh crap. And so they're celebrating in the end zone, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, Caleb comes flying in and just wrecks some guy. That's like celebrating and just off the field. It was like an addiction for him. He loved it. But I've never seen you. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was so but I began to appreciate his angst more and more sometimes. He had a strange relationship with our coaches where he didn't like them, they didn't like him, but they wouldn't bench him or anything, so he just was like invincible. And so after practice, we would run just like a random amount of sprints. Like there's no reason to believe that there would be 2 or 30. And we were in our pads and we're tired, and Caleb hated it. We all hated it, but Caleb was allowed to hate it more for some reason. So he would like run sprints, and Caleb would just be jogging like this, like short steps. And it was kind of great because I appreciated it because like they would yell at him like, "Oh, leave me alone," but it was great because I was fat and out of shape, and I would also be running slow, but Caleb was always behind me, so I didn't yell. So we appreciated it for that. It was like it's like a superpower that you had to use for good sometimes. Sorry. But this is exactly like what you didn't want me to do. But over the next year or two, I felt like I got past his rough exterior and got to know the real Caleb. You know, that's what you wanted. But really, I found over the years of being friends with Caleb that Caleb was just an immensely loyal, thoughtful, caring friend. One of the most incredible friends that I could ever ask for. I think Ricky said something like this last night, but it was, if you're in his corner, there's nothing he's not going to do for you. He's such a loyal friend. He's a lovingly honest friend. He always keeps it real with you. He always tells you the truth, and he always cares about what's going on in your life. And he actually asks about it, and he wants to know more. He listens to folk music, and now I listen to folk music. But he's got a huge heart for victims of social injustice and for the underprivileged. One of my favorite periods of college was this brief summer that Caleb and I shared a room together. Our beds were like 8 inches apart, and it was just like 10 weeks. But if you don't know me, I'm like a pretty confrontational person, and I also hate admitting when I'm wrong about things. And so is Caleb. And we shared this room together for the summer, and we would find some way to argue about just about everything in the world. You know when like someone mentions just like a benign opinion that they have, and you disagree with the opinion, and like something kind of builds up, and you're like, should I say I disagree? And then you're like, no, you shouldn't. We didn't do that. It would be like, I like the color green, and I'd be like, I like yellow. But it would be like midnight. We had to get up at 5 a.m. for summer conditioning or something. We'd sit there and be like, well, let's talk it out then. And so we'd have these long arguments about whatever. And we disagree about everything. That's great. And but I look back at those conversations, and some of the most enjoyable, valuable personal conversations I've ever had with somebody happened that summer for the rest of our friendship, and they still on this day whenever we're together. And having this conversation with Caleb made me a better person. It made me a more thoughtful person. It made me a more empathetic person and viewed the world a different way. You know, a way to view the world that I would have never experienced, I don't think, if I knew Caleb. And so I'm incredibly thankful for that. And he still challenges me to this day. Caleb used to be a hopeless romantic in college. And I tell this story because it makes me laugh, but I was going to propose to my now wife, Mandy, our junior year of college. And it kind of came together really fast, and we're going to do this. And now I was like, I don't know how to decorate the space or anything. And Caleb just looks at me in the eyes and goes, I'll handle it. So I knew nothing about what was going to happen. I just showed up with Mandy, walking up, sure, we're going to get engaged now. And there's just these lights, all over the place, and just this perfect setting, and just candles and bags and stuff. And I was just like, this is amazing. Wouldn't it be great if Caleb found the perfect person to apply this romance? And here we are. So we graduated, we left college, we all kind of moved to different cities, and Caleb ended up in Charlotte, and went to Atlanta for Teach for America training, and we would do these like video chats, so all of our friends could kind of keep up with each other. And one day, Caleb had something to share with us. He met a girl, and he really, really, really liked this girl. And all of a sudden, we're pumped about it, and we're excited for him because he seemed so excited. And so we all got to convene, months later or whatever, to like kind of get together for a reunion. We got to meet Marissa, and man, we love Marissa. And she's so great. And we were all so pumped because it was like one night. We're like, Marissa, awesome, that's great. I hope they stay together. Marissa, you're such a good compliment to Caleb. You both have such a special connection, something. Like a visible connection that seems to be the same today as when you guys first met. And it's obvious, and I love spending time with you guys. I feel so cared for when I'm with you guys, and Amanda and I both can say that we just love being around you. The most recent time that we were just hanging out with you guys in your apartment, like it just felt so great to be with you. I'm so happy for you both. I look forward to constantly trying to convince you to move to Cincinnati. We have an extra room. Welcome to move to Cincinnati. Really, I'm so happy for you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a blast tonight. See you, Caleb and Marissa.
Here. Thank you, Brian. Dancing to the tune Wind Beneath My Wings. Very nice. Now Michelle Krause. There's a young man that would like to dance with you. Let's hear from the groom and her. His mom dancing to the tune, My Wish.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find a window. If it's cold outside,
everyone, let's hear for Caleb and his mom. My wish. Very nicely done. And now, folks, we're going to open up the dance floor to all of you. Start you off nice and easy. Here's Elvis. Come on up. Dance floor's open, people.
foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Right foot again. Left foot again. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like it never stop? Can you bring it to the top? One hop. Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Chop, chop, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again.
old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Special event, we want to get in single ladies on the dance floor. Single ladies. Step right up. Marissa's been out in the bullpen warming up her arm. Hang on a second, Marissa.
If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting it can last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking it too easy, that's the way it is. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta stop your body down, the body's all around. Stop your body down, the body's all around. Stop your body down, the body's all around. Stop your body down until you break down. If you wanna be my lover.
All right, here's one I almost never